here now. We have the tech demos here at the Cultura Theatre. So we've got four rapid fire demos. So I'm going to hand straight over to Jonas Amidu, who's director at Mac Keating Limited, who's going to tell us all about machine learning, I think. So over to you.
Okay. Good afternoon. So I'm going to touch on, I think it's about 4 to 5 key subjects. So I'll do a quick introduction of who we are. I'll talk about what is machine learning. I'll touch on why we as a company decide to use specifically iOS and Android in terms of the kind of applications that we build. Then I'll talk about how we can create applications for yourself which will help you beat the competition. And then finally, I'll talk about augmented reality and how we are using that in our technologies. And then quick conclusion at the end. Yeah, so going to the introduction. My name is Jonas. With my sister Laura, we created Mac Keating. It's basically a company that wants to utilize machine learning and AI in terms of building software applications for events. So I'll give you a quick, I'll show you a quick video on an advert that's been put out by Apple. So if you just wait a quick second. I hope you can hear the sound. Can you hear it? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Apologies, apparently you can't hear the audio, so we'll go through that again. Yeah. Can you hear the audio? Okay, perfect.
Purpose. And, whoa, how fast was that serve? 98 miles per hour. Nice. But I was thinking about, wow, I'm sorry. Hi there. How far was that drive? 250 yards? But I'm talking about mysteries, like, wait, are you taking an ECG here? And you're taking one here. Are you taking an ECG next to a piñata? Heads up!
Okay, so when we talk about machine learning, we are talking about when talking about machine learning, I'll give you a quick introduction. So we're talking about data analysis. So it's how you use data to get to decisions. So I'll just really quick this. It says the more data we have, the more questions we have, and the better answers we have. So when you look at the real world applications for machine learning, we're talking about, so I'll quickly show you that, which is basically, there you go. So we use it for computation finance, for credit scoring, trading algorithms, and these are things that we can build into your applications when you come to us for us to build you applications. And the reason we use Android and iOS is, again, if you saw the advert that was displayed by Apple, they have all these incredible features that you can have in your app. So if your users use Apple iWatches, we can build applications that are specifically for them. So touching on that, so when it comes to why iOS and Android, so when it comes to data analysis, there is no bigger player than Google who own Android. And when it comes to machine learning, and especially product development in this area of machine learning, Apple are pretty much at the top of the game. So we use things like, so if you come to our stand, basically you will see things like object detection, where we can detect objects and we can detect the physical aspects and facial recognition. So we can use facial recognition applications or software in your applications. So how to beat the competition? This is more about a formula in which you can use data. You can use so you have the users, you collect their data, and it provides you a context in terms of how you can market better products to them. So when the user logs in onto your app at a certain time, that's information that you can add to understand how the user interacts in your app. Are they interacting with any of the features, and which features are they interacting with? So from there, you gather data on how the user is using your application, and we use that to feedback to create better products. And the kind of products we want to talk about here are things like augmented reality, and this is about immersion. So as a primary key feature of our company is that we build augmented reality applications into your app. And this does two things for events. It firstly it gives a unique approach to deliver a product to the end user. And then it also gives an immersive experience for the user to interact with your products. So I'll give you a quick example on this one. So Event Tech, when they're selling their booths, bear with me. When they're selling their booths, they usually send you a dimension of what the booth looks like. When we talk about immersive experiences, we want our user to be able to have access to the actual physical object. Bear with me 1 second. I'll get that in view. So we want to display things like that so the user can actually see the booth that they're working with. So they can, I'll quickly go around it so that I can show you. So the whole idea is that we offer immersive experiences in your app as a feature. Bear with me. And this applies to different types of applications. So we have companies that want to create applications like for robotics, and they want to send a prototype to their customer. In order to do that, all they would have to do is ask the customer to download a feature of the app, and they would be able to have access to every aspect of the product, and they'll be able to have a quick demo of what it's doing. So I'll quickly carry on in terms of just showing you some of the immersive AR experiences that we're offering in our apps. So if you would like to give, for example, a talk on something, and you want your user to have a quick preview of the speakers, this is Sophia, who is going to be a speaker for somewhere on here. So you can offer your users to interact with the AR experience, and you can add voices to the AR experience in-app. And the user can get... And finally, if you are into education or anything, we want to teach kids about, for example, machine learning and where it all began. So we'd quickly show kids about the Enigma. Let them learn from, the whole architecture, so they can really have a look at and analyze the equipment. And finally, just so I can give you guys an opportunity to give us some questions, I'll show you one last one. I'll show you two last features of the app. So this is more for education and teaching people about the type of immersive experiences or the type of components that go into applications. So the components in here are very complicated, and if you are sending it to your customer, you'd want them to have a representative of each feature and to actually experiment with it. So I'll give you a quick example. So the user can actually see every component. Obviously, the setting has to be right for them. And finally, we've just been in touch with BMW, who are offering us an opportunity to build something that their users can actually interact with. And that's, bear with me, some of their latest cars. So when BMW release a new car, they want to give people a feature where you can actually see the car being what it will look like. I'll make it smaller just so we can interact with it, and then I'll offer you guys the option to ask us any questions. But yeah, so so companies like IKEA are using this type of technology to offer products where if you want to try out a sofa in your house, you can just have that. You can fit it onto your. Or you can go onto the app and it will display the whatever sofa you want in that location. With that, I'll leave it to you guys if you have any questions.
Okay, great. Thank you, Jonas. So if you have any questions for any of our tech demo speakers, so we're going to move rapidly on to the next one now, but you'll find everybody at the Kickstart corner behind us, so do go over and see Jonas at the Mac Keating stand. Thank you.
Thank you.